Hey there y'all, it's been a while, and I know that's how I seem to start every update video, but I haven't filmed a video update on the RAV4 or anything else in my life really all summer, so I figured before I head back to school, now would be a great time to show how the RAV4 is doing. Last Wednesday marked 6 years of the RAV4 being in our lives. August 1st, 2012 was the day we took her home from the Toyota dealership. First update is an obvious one. It's still hot outside. It's Georgia. Basically, May through September, pretty much the same weather. So, nothing new there. The grass is cut over here at this house, and that's a pretty big update I wanted to share with y'all. For those of y'all that pay attention to the actual content, not just the car, you've probably noticed this house over here has always looked in really bad shape. Like, the fence is missing right there, and this grass has sometimes looked really overgrown. Well, a couple days ago, it was finally listed for sale. Since 2011 or so, the house was rented out, and sometimes renters can be good, sometimes they can be bad, but it's usually up to the person owning the house to do the lawn maintenance and just general house care, and when that's neglected, the results can be bad. And apparently, like, a rental company owned the house and they couldn't rent out the house to other people due to county problems, so I'm glad to see that they finally just ended up selling the house and now it's for sale for a regular buyer to buy. So that's really promising, especially for the home values, because this one's a really nice house on the inside. I was in it probably 6 years ago or so. And the update on the mileage now, it's 73,460. When the RAV4 was purchased, it had 411 miles on the odometer because it was driven down from North Carolina instead of being put on a truck and carried down. So it's had just over 73,000 miles in that time, and oil change is probably going to be needed soon, because the last time I filmed a video was the day before it got the last oil change, and that was at 7370, so we're probably going to have it taken in on Monday or Tuesday, hopefully, to get the oil change, because I'm heading back Thursday. And that maintenance light's been on for a long time too. Hopefully there's not a hidden problem. So, I haven't really done anything with the RAV4. No problems have happened. Like I said, it got an oil change, tire rotation back in June. I've put gas in it. I've driven some people around. It's gained 3,000 miles. Nothing really special. And the whole summer I was meaning to clean the inside of it, and there's still some grass clippings down there, as can be seen. But there's no food in here, so that makes it not gross to me. And the outside hasn't been washed since it was in the wreck, so I've just let the rain wash it all off, because sometimes it looked really pollen covered back in March, April time frame, and now you can't really tell it's had pollen on it at all. There's bird poop, rain washes it off, so the rain is a really good car wash. And the only thing I have really done recently, if that counts, is I added a little trees. I used to have a little trees hanging in here that was in here since at least before the wreck, and that wasn't smelling anymore. My dad, who rode with me sometimes, he'd always say how vanilla it smelled in here, and he was like, yeah, the last couple times I didn't notice a vanilla smell. So I put the last tree in here, so I'm gonna need to go tree shopping again once this tree wears out. Maybe I can be one of those cool people that has like 6 trees hanging in here and make it look like my car was in Hurricane Harvey or something. Or I could buy some Yankee Candle air fresheners. I could just be cool like that. The world is my oyster when it comes to air fresheners. But yeah, the XB is out in the driveway, and I'll explain that later, so I'll go ahead and turn this off. I have started using some of the features of the RAV that I ignored before. For instance, just a couple days ago I started using automatic headlights for the first time. They were just such a novel concept to me. Like, I got in at 10:20 or so at night and just turned on the car, the heads and the fogs automatically popped on, and then once I got home, it was raining some, I just waited a couple minutes, they turned off, and that was really neat. And the other update, if it kind of counts too, is that I added a new sticker. I added a sticker for a climbing place around me, and if I look at the stickers on the back window, I always tried to hide the license plate, but I think the stickers I have do a great job of revealing both my race and my location, so that's pretty much that. And I have the dealer sticker on the back, of course. Nobody seems to like dealer stickers, but I think how that one is placed is really good, and it also looks really nice too. Like, it's a nice font. It's just kind of centered there, because some RAV4s, I've seen the dealer sticker be down here or so, down like right around there or so, and it looks really awkward. So if my dealer sticker was down there, I'd probably take it off, but it was as if like Toyota was like, yeah, we know people are going to be putting dealer stickers on here. We'll make that special spot for it. Yeah, let's see how the back seat looks. I've driven some people back here. This is a vape-free, wholesome car, so my friends that vape, they cannot do that back here, so that would look excellent on the Carfax. And this little guy is sitting outside because the Rogue is in the garage, because the Rogue is filled with stuff ready to head to my sister's school tomorrow. My sister was actually driving a lot this summer, which is really surprising, because my sister, as y'all know, she doesn't really go places. Like me, I put a lot of miles on the RAV because when I socialize with people, it usually involves me driving around talking with them instead of just stopping at a location and talking. So sometimes if I'm hanging with friends, I may put like 100 miles at least on the RAV a day, and that really adds up. And some of the places I go just add up the miles. I always try to go somewhere at least once a day. Even if the only place I travel to is work, that's still putting miles on my car, and I just like having a place to go to drive each day. But my sister can sometimes go several days at a time without driving, and she had an internship over the summer that was really far away, so she was putting like an average of 1,000 miles a month on the Rogue, and that's a lot for her. But when it goes back to school after this long drive, it's going to be back to about 20 miles a week or so max, so Rogue's going to live an easy life. That means to talk about the Rogue too. So the Rogue just had a nice service at the Nissan dealer yesterday, and some stray cats seem to like the Rogue too, because as y'all have probably seen, I back in to about right there, and the Rogue usually sits right around there by the apple tree. No ants gotten it this time, thankfully. But the Rogue has about 105,000 miles on it now. She hit 100,000 back in February, and give perspective of how little she drives, because it was when my dad drove it, he has an Instagram he never uses, and in November 2013 or so, he posted 70,000 miles, so considering only 30,000 miles between November 2013 and February 2018 tells you how little this gets driven. And she had that same internship last summer too, and the drive to school is pretty far. It's probably about 200 miles at least. So yeah, it's a good bit of miles on the car, but yeah, because I can't fit over there, she's got a whole ton of stuff in here. It's all stacked up. But when I went to the dealer yesterday, that's what I meant to go on. Just went on a side tangent. They found a couple cracks in something, one in like an axle and one with like an oil pan, and that cost like $1,000, and they had to replace that too. So we're gonna get to spend overnight at the Nissan dealer, but she's home now and she's gonna be good for a long time. And family is also considering getting her a new radio, because she has that Bose unit that CD's been stuck in it since basically right after my parents got it, and there's a hands-free wall now, and I mean, it has an aux port, but it doesn't have Bluetooth, and the visibility is not very good, especially when some of the only times she drives it are when it's jam-packed like this. So we're thinking about getting her one of those units, have Best Buy or our neighbor Good with Cars put in a unit for her that has a screen with Bluetooth, backup camera, Android Auto, all that. Because I mean, yeah, the Rogue had those repairs, and it's having some wear from being outside, like the roof rail here, for instance, but it's got pretty low mileage, and there are a lot of cars older than 10 years old running around. When I think about it, it's like, wow, the road is a lot newer than a lot of other cars people drive. So, yeah, I still got plenty of life left. And CRV's ready for the road too. That has over 25,000 miles on it because my mom's been driving a good bit for her job too. So, I think that does it for the cars. Now I'm going to show y'all something else. So yeah, I know it's been 2 months since I made a car video, and my attachment to YouTube, the people that are subscribed to me, doesn't seem very much, but this is the basement of my house. This is unfinished. Well, my parents kind of tried to do a little finishing thing with it, but that never really went forward, and I figured I'd provide an update on the rising YouTube star, my Sears X Cargo XL cargo box, Foxy. Foxy has been having a fun time sitting here in this corner in the basement since December, and he's really enjoying sitting in his corner. I mean, he has a nice hat, he has some brown work gloves, he has this cool pole thing with him, he has air conditioning tube, and back in around March, I think it was March, family got a new air conditioner, and some AC people were walking through the basement, so Foxy got to have some unique human company, and that was really neat. And Foxy gets to see the glass bottles that are being recycled, and he sometimes gets to see my cat, because my cat likes to come over here. But yeah, the key for him is on my keychain, and I don't feel like opening him up. He just likes being closed off, you know, and he has some of his little stickers on him, so hopefully no creatures are living in him. But I don't know what Foxy's going to have happen to him. Commenters are already being like, why do you have to have 50 pounds to keep Foxy down? And that's kind of hurting Foxy's feelings, so Foxy doesn't know if he wants to go back on the RAV or not. It's okay, Foxy. Don't listen to them. Oh yeah, and Sam's Club had a good deal with combo pack peanut butter like a month ago, so we had like jars stacked to here and then like a couple other stacks here. So yeah, stockpiling when there's the good deals at places. This was Publix's BOGO Ragu last week, so it was like $2.50 for a big jar. So yeah, it seems kind of lonely for poor Boxy down here, but he's enjoying it, and the cat's going to be really sad with my sister gone, because the cat and my sister really enjoy each other, so Boxy's going to have a good friend, aren't you, Boxy? Oh yeah, and I'm recording this with my iPhone 8 Plus as well. I've had it for 2.5 months now, and I've really enjoyed it. Today I just went to Stellaris, and I got glass screen protector for an emergency backup case, and protection against screen cracks, even though I have a life-proof case on here, but it's always better to be prepared, isn't it? So iPhone has had no problems so far. I really enjoy it. The only problem is that the speaker, because of the life-proof, kind of muffles the audio, so y'all will probably have to turn up the audio kind of high. But I absolutely love this iPhone, and I think I made a really good decision getting it. So thanks y'all so much for watching this video for both the car part and the X Cargo XL cargo box part. And I hope to provide another update, which will probably be in another 2 months or so, considering my cycle, but it'll probably be around. So thanks y'all so much for watching. Have a great day.